Hello students, so today we are going to do part 1 of question bank from trigonometry. Okay, so let us do question number 1A, that is MCQ. So the first one, it is cos theta into sec theta. So cos theta as it is, and we know that sec is inverse of cos, so I can write sec theta as 1 upon cos theta. So cos theta will cancel, get answer as 1, that is option A. Second one, sec 60. This is directly from the standard angle table. Sec 60 is nothing but 2, option B. The third one is 1 plus cot square theta. We are using directly identity here. 1 plus cot square theta is nothing but cosec square theta. We get answer as C, cosec square theta. Let's see the fourth one. That is cot theta into tan theta. So cot theta I am writing as it is. Tan theta is nothing but inverse of cot. So I can write tan theta as 1 upon cot theta. Here cot theta will cancel. We get answer as 1. Let's see the fifth one. First we'll write down the identity in the standard form. That is 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. So after I shift sec square theta on that side, the right hand side, what I'll get is 1 equal to sec square theta minus tan square theta. So your answer is 1 B. Next, the sixth one. Okay, so that is sin square theta plus sin square 90 minus theta. Now students, this particular concept is from 9th standard. Okay, we call it as complementary angles. Sin square theta I'm writing as it is. For the next term, that is sin square 90 minus theta, we are using complementary relation. What is that? Sin 90 minus theta is nothing but cos theta. So here I'll get cos square theta. Okay, I use complementary angles, and we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Identity. Answer is B. Let's see the seventh one. It is 1 plus cot square upon 1 plus tan square. So 1 plus cot square theta, we are using identity. So 1 plus cot square is nothing but cosec square theta. It is A, so I am writing A here. In the denominator, we have 1 plus tan square. 1 plus tan square is nothing but sec square, so I am writing sec square A. Now what we have to do is we have to convert this into sin and cos. So we know inverse of cosec is sin, so I'll get 1 upon sin square A upon inverse of sec is cos, 1 upon cos square A. Okay, putting brackets so that you understand the concept well. If I shift this over here, okay, I'm shifting the denominator in the numerator. So what I'll get is 1 upon sin square A. After I bring 1 upon cos square A in the numerator, I will get cos square A upon 1. So what we get is cos square upon sin square. Now cos upon sin is tan. So cos square upon sin square, cos upon sin is cot. So cos square upon sin square is going to be cot square. Option D. Okay. Now let's see the next one, eighth one. Sin theta is 1 upon 2. Sin theta 1 upon 2. Then what is theta? Okay, now this is a direct sum. So sine of which angle is half? We know that sine 30 is half. So theta is going to be 30 degree. Option A, 30 degree. Let's see the ninth one. Tan square 90 minus theta, or tan 90 minus theta. Okay, it is going to be direct complementary sum. So tan 90 minus theta is nothing but cot theta. So answer is C, cot theta. Let's see the next one, cos 45. Okay, now cos 45, the value is 1 upon root 2, and from all the options given, we know that sin 45 is also 1 upon root 2. So answer is A, sin 45. Okay. Now the 11th one, sin theta equals to 3 by 5. We have to find the value of cos theta. So here we are using identity. Okay, so the identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Sin is 3 by 5. bracket square plus cos square theta equals 1. So cos square theta equals to 1. I'm squaring 3 by 5 and I'm shifting on the right hand side. So what I'll get it as 9 upon 25. If we do LCM, I'll get 25 minus 9 upon 25. What I get is cos square theta is 16 upon 25. If I find square root, what I get is cos theta equals to 4 by 5. So answer is C, 4 by 5. Let's see the next one, the 12th one. We have to say which is not the correct formula, means out of the 4 which is not the correct identity. It is option B, 1 plus sec square theta equals to tan square theta. This is the wrong one. The correct one is the A option, what is given, that is 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. This is the correct form of the identity. Now let's see the 13th one. They have given angle A as 30 degree. You have to find the value of tan 2A. So when I say tan 2A, means it is tan 2 into the angle, that is tan 60, and we know that tan 60 is nothing but root 3. Option D, root 3. Okay, so with this, students, we finished with all the MCQs. Now let's do question number 1B, 1 mark sums. Okay, so the first sum, you have to find the value of 1 minus tan square 45 upon 1 plus tan square 45. So that is 1 minus. Now from the standard angle table, we have to learn the values. So tan 45 is nothing but 1. So 1 minus 1 square on 1 plus 1 square. The value of tan 45 is 1. We get 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus 1. That is 0 upon 2. Answer is 0. Answer is 0. Okay. Now the second one. Tan theta is given as 13 upon 12. Let me write down that tan theta is 13 upon 12. So to find the value of cot theta, so we know that cot theta is nothing but inverse of tan theta. So an inverse of 13 upon 12 is going to be 12 upon 13. Okay, so students, whenever you write this, make sure that you write down this relation first. Don't directly write down the answer as tan cot theta equal to 12 by 13. First write down cot theta is inverse of tan theta and then write down the answer. Now let's see the third one. We have to prove that. Okay, so prove that is going to be an integral part of trigonometry. So let's start with LHS. That is cosec theta into the root 1 minus cos square theta. Cosec theta as it is into, now here we are using identity, 1 minus cos square theta, nothing but sin square theta. This cosec theta as it is, square root of sin square is nothing but sine. So I'll write sin theta. Now we know that cosec is inverse of sine. So instead of cosec, I'm writing 1 upon sine into sine as it is. What we see is we get 1 upon sine theta into sine theta. So theta sin theta will cancel. We get answer as 1. That is nothing but equals to RHS. Okay. Understand the proving that sums very properly, students. Okay. So let's start with the next one. Sum number 4. They have given tan theta as 1. So let me write down that tan theta as 1. And we know that from the table, standard table, that tan 45 is 1. Okay. So I can put theta equal to 45. So from this we come to know that theta is nothing but 45 degree. So we got the value of theta. Now we have to find out sine theta into cos theta. So sine theta into cos theta will be nothing but sine 45 into cos 45. And again from the standard table, the value of sine 45 is 1 upon root 2. Value of cos 45 is also 1 upon root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. So my answer is 1 upon sine theta into cos theta is 1 upon. Okay. Let's see the fifth one. We have 2 sine theta equal to 3 cos theta, and you have to find out the value of tan theta. Okay, so now understand the shifting very properly. What I'm doing is I'm shifting cos on the left hand side. So what I'll get? I will get sin theta upon cos theta, and I'm shifting 2 on the right hand side. So what I'll get? 3 upon 2. 3 upon 2 as it is, and we know that sine upon cos means sin theta upon cos theta is nothing but tan theta. This is what we want. Okay, and if they ask find cot theta, it is going to be the inverse of this, that is 2 upon 3. Okay, a simple sum. Let's see the sixth one. If cot 90 minus a equals to 1, write down that cot 90 minus a to 1, you have to find the value of a. Now cot 90 minus theta, again from complementary angles. So cot 90 minus theta is nothing but tan theta equals to 1, and we know that tan 45 is 1, so I can say that a equals to 45 degree. A. So for all these type of sums, students, we need to learn the table very well. Okay, let's see the seventh one. 1 minus cos square theta equals to 1 upon 4. We have to find the value of theta. So again we are using identity, that is 1 minus cos square theta is nothing but sin square theta is 1 upon 4. If I take square root, what I'll get? Sin theta is 1 upon 2. And we know that sine of 30 degree is 1 upon 2. So what I can do is I can just equate the angles. So I can say that theta equal to 30 degree. The value of theta is 30 degree. Let's see the eighth sum. We have to prove, so we are going to do LHS and RHS. Here we need to do both. So let me start with LHS. So what is LHS? It is cos 90 minus a upon. Okay, again we are using complementary relation over here, that is cos 90 minus theta. The formula is sin theta. So here it is cos 90 minus a, that will be equal to sin a. So I will get sin a upon sin a, cut, my answer is 1. And the same thing I'll be doing it on the right hand side. Okay, so here we have sin 90 minus a upon cos a. So again complementary relation is sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. So here I'm going to write down cos a upon cos a. After I reduce, I get 1. So we say that LHS equal to RHS. Okay, so in few of the proof that sums, we need to solve LHS and RHS both, okay, to get the same answers. We finished with the 8th sum. Now let's see the 9th one. 9, 10 and 11. 9th sum. Tan theta into dash equals to sin theta. Now tan theta, now there are few steps, few different ways of solving this. Okay, I'll just make you solve by the steps which you will understand the best. Okay, so sin theta into box, so I'll take that as x equals to sin theta. Okay, so tan theta into x equals to sin theta. Now we know that tan theta is nothing but sin theta upon cos theta. I just converted tan in terms of sin and cos into x sin theta. Now if I shift this fraction on the right hand side, what I'll get? X equals to sin theta. So when I shift sin upon cos, it will become cos upon sin. What we see is sin and sin will cancel. My answer is x equals to cos theta. So in that box, what we are writing? Tan into cos theta equals to sin. then box equals to question mark, so box equals to cos theta. Okay, let's see the 10th one. Let me write down the question first. Sec theta plus tan theta into sec theta minus tan theta, okay, equals to dash. We will solve this. So here we are using an identity of a plus b, a minus b. So this is a plus b, this is a minus b. We know that a plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus. What will you get is sec square theta minus tan square theta. By the identity, we know that sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1. The answer is 1. Okay, that is the answer for the 10th one. Now let's see the 11th one. Sin 75 upon cos 15. Okay, now the standard table, students, what you have done in 9th standard doesn't have these values. We have which values? 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Okay, so means this particular sum is based on complementary angles. So what we do is, we have two terms, so one in the numerator and one in the denominator. So make sure that you change any one term, don't change both. If you change both, you won't get the answer back. Okay, so change any one. I'm changing the numerator, you can go with the denominator also. Okay, so in the numerator, what we have? Sin 30, sin theta means sin 75. So sin theta is nothing but equal to cos 90 minus theta. Here theta is 75. I want you to understand this step very properly. So what I did, instead of sin 75, I wrote cos 90 minus 75. Now 90 minus 75 is 15. We get is cos 15 upon cos 15. Reduce this, I get answer. Okay, this is a very basic sum based on complementary angles. Let's see question number 2a, that is going to be activity based. So we have to prove that cos square bracket 1 plus tan square equals to 1. Activity starts with LHS, so just write down the LHS part again. Square theta bracket plus. Now let's see identity. Just see, students, what I'm highlighting. Now we know that tan square 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but sec square theta. Okay, so that is what I'm writing in the next step. The first box I'm writing sec square theta. The reason is 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but sec square theta. Okay, now in the next box, now we know that sec and cos are inverse of each other. So in the second box, I'm writing this as 1 upon cos theta, and there is a bracket square. Okay, bracket square is already given to us, right? So instead of sec, I wrote 1 upon cos and bracket square. What we see is cos and cos will cancel. After we reduce, we get 1 square. The square of 1 is 1. That is equal to RHS. Okay. Let's see the second one. Okay. We have to complete the activity. So we wrote 5 upon sin square theta minus 5 into cot square theta. So what we can see is 5 and 5 is common. So that is what we are doing in the first step. We took 5 common. And understand this part, 1 upon sine square. 1 upon sine square is nothing but cosec square. Okay, yes, inverse ratios. So in the next step, 5 is already common. So 5 bracket cosec square theta minus cot square theta. That is an identity. So answer is 1. So 5 into 1 is 5. Okay. Let's see the third one. Sec theta plus tan theta equal to root 3. We have to complete the activity. Okay. Now, first we will write down the trigonometric identity in the standard form. That is 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but sec square theta. Okay. The next is we are shifting tan square theta on the left hand side. So what we will get is sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. Okay, now here we are using an identity. I'll show over here, a square minus b square. What is a square minus b square? A plus b, a minus b. Okay, so that is what we are writing here. A plus b, a minus b. I'll just show over here. See, a plus b, this is a minus b. So your a and b is nothing but sec and tan respectively. So they have already given the value of sec plus tan, that is root 3. So in the next step we wrote that root 3 into sec theta minus tan theta equal to 1. Last step, when you shift root 3 on the right hand side, we get answer as 1 upon root 3. Again students, I have told you this many times, the sum is over but not in the final form. We have to rationalize. Root 3 into root 3, we get root 3 upon, this is the final answer. Sec theta into tan theta, root 3 upon. Okay, let's see the next one. They have given the value of tan and we have to find the value of sec theta, and we know that there is a relation between tan and sec, so we are going to use identity over here, that is sec square theta equals to 1 plus tan square theta. The value of tan is given as 9 upon 40, right here 940 bracket square. Steps I'll do here students. Square theta equals 1 plus 9 square is 81, 40 square 160. We do LCM, get 1600 plus 81, 1600. Okay, so that is 1681, 1600. That, right, that step is not shown here, so there is a step in between this. Yes, so what is that? Sec square theta is 1681 on 1600. Sec theta is going to be the square root of 1681, 1600. 1681 is the square of a prime number, so we need to remember this. So that is 41 upon 40. This is the final answer, what will come in the last box, 41 upon 40. Okay, see the next one. Again we are using identities here. They have given the value of cos theta, we have to find the value of sin theta. Identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta 1. You have to find the value of sin square theta, will come, it is cos square is 4 upon 5 bracket square equals to 1. Square theta is, what I'm doing is students, I'm squaring and I'm shifting on the right hand side. So square of 24 is 576. We are doing LCM, what we'll get is 625, 576. Okay, that will be nothing but 49 upon 625. That is nothing but the value of sin square theta. The value of sin theta is going to be square root of 49 upon 625, 7 upon 25. This is the value of sin theta. Okay, let's see second part, and some we have to prove. Okay, through that, let us start with LHS. What is LHS? Sin square theta cos theta plus, we are doing same, denominator is 1, so we have to multiply cos theta, numerator and denominator. What we get is square theta cos square on cos theta. Now by identity we know that the answer for this, the whole numerator, sin square theta plus cos square theta, this answer is nothing but 1. We'll get answer as 1 upon cos theta. We know that 1 upon cos is but sec theta, that is nothing but equal to RHS. Okay, that is the second sum. Let's see the third one. Again, we have proved that. We'll start with LHS. This sum you can even start with RHS also, but we'll follow the third, starting with LHS. LHS is 1 upon cosec theta minus cot theta. Now, this step you need to understand very properly. Now, can I write 1 as cosec square theta minus cot square theta? Yes, this is the identity. Okay, yes, cosec square theta minus cot square theta is nothing but equal to 1. So instead of 1, I am writing that, and the denominator will come as it is, cosec theta minus cot theta. Now, just have a look at the numerator, students. Now, is the numerator nothing but a square minus b square? What is the answer for a square minus b square? A plus b, a minus b. So, the next step is going to be a plus b, a minus b, where a and b is nothing but cosec and cot. So, what I'll get is cosec theta minus cot theta, cosec theta plus cot theta, and the denominator will come as it is, that is cosec theta minus cot theta. Now what we see is cosec theta minus cot theta cancel. We are left with is nothing but cosec theta plus cot theta. See on the right hand side, that is what we want. That is equal to RHS. Students, you can pause the screen and understand the sum very carefully. Okay, let's see the fourth one. That is cos 45 plus x. Now again, students, this sum can be solved by different methods. I'll just show you the easiest. Cos 45 plus x equals to sine 30. From the standard table, what is the value of sine 30? Sine 30 is nothing but half. Okay, so what I get is cos 45 plus x equals to half. Now again from the table, if you see cos of which angle is half, you will see that it is cos 60 is half. Cos 60 is nothing but equal to half. So can I equate the angles? Can I equate 45 plus x equals to 60? That is what we are doing. 45 plus x is x, 60 minus 40 equals to 15. How we solve this particular sum. Okay, this we finish with the fourth sum. Now let's see the fifth one. Students, fifth one is an important question, so do that very properly. The fifth one, tan theta plus cot theta is given as 2. To find the value of tan square plus cot square, let us write down what is given to us first. Theta cot theta, we want tan square plus cot square. The first step what we are going to do is squaring both sides. If we square both sides, make sure that it is tan theta plus cot theta bracket square equal to 2 square. Okay, because there are two terms, so it will come bracket square. So here we are going to use a plus b bracket square. What is a plus b bracket square? Identity. I'm going to speak the identity and I'm going to write down in terms of tan and cot. So what is a plus b bracket square? A square plus 2ab plus b square equal to 4. Right? Now we know that tan and cot are inverse. So when you multiply any number by its inverse, your answer is 1. Okay, so just let me give you an example. Let me take a fraction 2 upon 3. If I multiply 2 upon 3 by its inverse, that is 3 upon 2, what I get is 1. So that is a property. Remember that when you multiply any number by its inverse, your answer is always 1. So what I get is tan square theta plus 2 plus cot square theta equal to 4. After I shift 2 on that side, it will subtract, and what I get is tan square theta plus cot square theta equals to 4 minus 2. Tan square theta plus cot square theta is also 2. Okay, an important sum. Okay, now let's see the sixth one. They have given sec square theta plus cosec square theta equal to sec square theta into cosec square theta. We have to prove that. Let me start with LHS. What is LHS? Square theta plus cosec square theta. The first step, what we do is we convert everything in terms of sine and cos. So get sec is nothing but 1 upon cos. I'll get it as sec is inverse of sine. Cosec square is inverse of sine. Cosec square theta is sine square theta. Let me do cross multiplication or LCM. What will happen is square will multiply here and cos will multiply. We get square theta cos square theta into, again by identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta but equal to 1. This is 1. The next step what we get is 1 upon cos square theta dot means into sin square theta. The last step, 1 upon cos square, okay, is nothing but square theta into 1 upon sin square is nothing but cosec square theta. You see, that is what we want on the right hand side. That is equals to RHS. Students, you can pause and take down the sum. Okay, these are all important sums, especially the fifth one. Let's see the seventh one. We have to prove cot square into sec square equals to cot square plus 1. Start with LHS. Cot square theta into, you can show with a dot, to sec square theta. Okay, that is equals to, we'll solve, we'll get the right hand side. Now, what is cot? Cot is nothing but cos upon sin. I'll get cos square upon square. What is sec? Sec is nothing but 1 upon cos, so 1 upon cos square. Okay, so what we see over here is cos square will cancel. We are left with 1 upon sin square. We know that 1 upon sin square is nothing but cosec square theta, and if I use identity, cosec square theta is nothing but equals to 1 plus cot square theta, that is equal to RHS. That is what we got. Okay, LHS equal to RHS. Okay, students. Yes, now let's see the next one, number 8. Eighth sum is here 3 sin theta equals to 4 cos theta. Cos theta. Students, we are going to shift the numbers same what we did in one of the previous. I'm going to shift cos over here and shift 3 over here. I shift cos, what I'll get? Sin theta cos theta to 4 upon 3. You know that sin upon cos is, I got this as tan theta is 4 upon 3. You have to find the value of sec. So now we have an identity. What is that? That is 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. Okay. 1 plus is tan 4 upon 3 bracket square theta. Step 1 plus 16 upon 9, that is equals to sec square theta. If I do LCM over here, what I'll get? 1 upon 1 to 9. So after 1 into 9 is 9, and 9 plus 16 is 25. I'll get 25 upon nothing but sec square theta. The last step, if I take square root, what I'll get? Sec theta equals 5 upon the answer sec theta. That is what you have to find out. Okay. So we are using trigonometric identity over here. Let's see the ninth sum. I have given sine 3a equal to cos 6a, then the value of a is what? Sine 3a cos. Here again we are using complementary relation. So sine theta, first let me write down the relation over here. Okay, sine theta is nothing but cos 90 minus theta. Sine theta is cos 90. So sine theta, here theta is nothing but TA. See, shading with green. This is theta. Okay, so sine theta is nothing but cos 90 minus theta, means 90 minus 3a equal to cos 6a. Now here what we see is we have cos on both sides. Remember, cos and cos will not cancel. Okay? Yes, cos is not a number, it is a function, so it cannot cancel. But what I can do is I can equate the angles. I can equate the angles because on each side I have cos. What I'll get is 90 minus 3a equals to 6a. So I'll get 90 equals to 6a plus 3a is 9a, and after I shift and I divide, I get a equals, the value of a is 10. Simple sum. Let's see the 10th one. We have to prove. Let me start with LHS. LHS equals x square theta cos square theta, and you have to prove that that is equals to tan square plus sine square. Okay. Now let's see what we are doing over here. Let me put two brackets here. Bracket minus, then a second bracket. In each bracket, I'm going to use identity. I'm going to use the identity for sec and cos. When I say sec and cos means I'm talking about sec square. So what identity we have? That is 1 plus tan square theta, nothing but sec square theta. That is identity. Cos square theta is nothing but 1 minus. We are using identity both the times. When I open the bracket, what I'll get is 1 plus tan square theta minus 1, due to minus sign, this sign will change, plus sine square theta. What we see is plus 1 minus 1 cancel. What we get is tan square theta plus sine square theta, that is nothing but equal to RHS. Okay, with this we finish with the 10th sum also. Now students, the 11th and the 12th sum I'm doing here. Let's see the, again we have to prove that tan upon cot equals to sec square upon cos square. Start with LHS, tan A upon cot A. So what is tan A? I'm converting into sine and cos. So sine upon cos. This is tan A. Okay, upon means divide. So I'll, instead of writing upon, I'll put a division sign. Divide by, what is cot? Cos A upon. Now students, remember that you cannot cancel cos and cos because of the division sign. First what you have to do is you have to convert the division sign to multiplication and then see whether if anything is cancelled. No, then you leave the sum. If I convert division to multiplication, I do the inverse of the second ratio. So I'll get sine upon multiply, I get square A upon cos square A. Okay, first we got the answer. One more step. Now I'm going to do the inverse. Okay, now see again the same thing, inverse of sine square. So sine square A is 1 upon cosec square A, okay, into Now when I do inverse of cos square a, that if I bring up, what I'll get? Sec square a upon 1. Okay, the inverse of cos, for cos we write 1 upon sec, and when I bring that up, it will become sec upon 1. Okay, and so what we get is sec square a upon cosec square a, and that is nothing but equal to RHS. Okay, let's see the 12th one. Again we have to prove, so I have to start with LHS. Is that sec plus tan upon cos, sin plus tan, sin theta cos theta. Now the step what we are doing over here, student, we call it as splitting the denominator. Now what do you mean by splitting the denominator? Next step here, so splitting the denominator means whatever the denominator is there, that denominator is for both the terms in the numerator. This is called as splitting the denominator. So I'm bringing cos to both the fractions, both the terms in the numerator. So what I get is sin upon cos is tan, this tan theta as it is, upon cos theta as it is. The next step what I see is I can take tan theta common. If I take tan theta common, what I get is 1 plus upon cos theta. Last step and the sum is done. Tan theta as it is, 1 plus 1 upon cos is sec theta, that is nothing but equal. Students, pause the video and understand the sum very carefully, both the sums, 11th and 12th. Okay, let's see the next two sums, that is 13 and 14. The 13th sum. Again we'll start with LHS. Is cos square on sine this sin theta, nothing but sin theta upon 1. Same, I multiply by sin theta, numerator and denominator. What I get over here is cos square theta on sin theta. Next step, what I see is the identity. Is that sin square theta plus cos square theta 1 upon sin theta inverse of sin but equal to sec theta, that is equals to RHS. That is the 13th sum. Now let's do the 14th sum. The 14th sum, students, you mark it important. This is a different sum. We need to understand the step what I am explaining you. Okay, so we start with LHS. Now this sum you can even start with RHS. Okay, get cos theta upon 1 plus sin theta. This step we have to understand. Now what I'm doing over here is, let me write down LHS first as it is. Now by what I'm multiplying, see this, I am rationalizing the denominator. So when you rationalize, what we do, we multiply by the opposite sign. I'll get minus. Now the numerator I'll keep as it is. As it is means what? Cos theta 1 minus sin. I'm not going to multiply, or I'm not going to open the bracket. If you see the denominator, you see the denominators of both, it is nothing but in the form a plus b, a minus b. So what is a plus b, a minus b? A square minus b square. What I'll get is 1 square is 1 minus sine square theta. Okay, 1 minus sine square theta. Now again the numerator I'll keep as it is, 1 minus theta as 1 minus sine square theta is nothing but cos square theta, identity. Now see what will happen. This cos and in the denominator we have 2 times cos, so that is why cos square, so that will cancel and we will get 1 cos as it is. And yes, this is what is the final step, 1 minus cos theta. You see that is nothing to do. So this sum we need to understand that concept very, okay, an important sum. Now question number 3a, you have to complete the activity. See the first one. It is sin raised to 4a minus cos raised to 4a. Now just for understanding, can I write sin raised to 4a as sin square a square minus cos square a square? Okay, so here we are using an identity, a square minus b square, a square minus, that is a plus b, a minus b. See the activity, so I got a plus b, that is sin square plus cos square. The other bracket I'll write down right here, students, box is small, sin square a minus cos square a. Okay, now see this, what I'm highlighting with green, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, theta plus cos square theta is 1, so that will come as it is. What is left in the bracket is nothing but the step from the box from the previous one. What is that? Sin square a minus cos square. Okay, the next step I'll do here. Let me write down this, square a minus cos square a. Now I'm using identity for this, only for this part. So is that sin square theta equals to 1 minus cos square theta minus cos square theta as it is. Instead of theta it is a. Okay, so that is what we are writing in the next box, 1 minus cos square a minus cos square a as it is. And understand this, minus cos square a minus cos square a will be nothing but minus 2 cos square a. That is the last step, last box over here, 1 minus cos square a, and that is equals to RHS. Okay, let's see the next activity, that is tan square a minus sin square a, tan square theta minus sin square theta. We have to prove that equals to tan square theta into sin square. Starting with LHS, so square a minus. Okay, the next step we are taking tan square common. You take tan square common from here, what is left in the bracket? 1 minus sin square theta upon tan square theta. Okay, that is the first thing. First step is directly simply just taking common. The next step I'll show you here, tan square theta common, 1 minus, now see this box, this is sin square theta upon what is tan theta, sin theta upon cos theta. So I'm going to write down here sin square theta upon cos square theta. This step understand properly. So what we did in this step, we just converted tan square in terms of sin and cos. Okay, now next step, when I bring this bracket up, see the bracket what I am showing with a yellow highlight, I bring this bracket up. When I bring this fraction up, what will happen? 1 minus sin square theta into cos square theta upon sin square theta as it is, tan square theta as it is. Okay, so this is what will come here, this step will come here. Okay, and what we see is sin square will cancel. What we get is tan square theta bracket 1 minus cos square theta. Again by identity, 1 minus cos square theta is nothing but sin square theta. these two boxes are to be filled according to the steps what I have done. Okay, let's see the third one. They have given tan theta as 7 upon 24. You have to find the value of cos theta. So first is the identity, that is sec square theta is 1 plus tan square theta. Value of tan is 7 upon 24. So here I'll get bracket square. Square is 9. If I'll do here, so get 1 plus 49 576. If I do LCM, 576 plus 49 of 570. Okay, we are doing LCM over here. Now 576 plus 49 will give me 625 on 576. So that step will come here. Get here 620. Now one more step after this. So if sec square theta is 625 upon 576, so it will be sec theta. There is going to be square root of this, that is upon 24. We know that sec is inverse of cos. So if sec is 25 upon 24, cos is going to be 24 upon 25, inverse of 25 upon 20. Okay. Let's see the fourth activity, the last one. Now we have to prove that cot theta plus tan theta equal to cosec into sec. Let me start with LHS here. First box will come cot theta. We are converting everything in terms of sine and cos in the next step. First box here will come cos theta. We are doing, and one more thing students, there is a plus sign here, is a misprint. Yes, cos theta upon sin plus sin theta upon cos theta. If I do cross multiplication, what I'll get, cos square plus sin square upon cos theta into sin theta, or sin theta into cos theta, same. Okay, and we know that square theta plus cos square theta is, that is the reason we have to write here cos square theta. So what I get is 1 upon sin into 1 upon cos theta. We know that 1 upon sin is nothing but cosec theta, 1 upon cos sec theta, and that is equal. So students, with this we finished with the part 1 of the question bank.